I already see we've got all four in for Scrotal Recall. It's faster than you, and Terry folds up against Captain and Crafty Cola for Cheesiest Kraft, and the ball going to be stopped down in mid. It has to be a fast play out from Terry Folds to try to capitalize. Crafty not able to get back in time to deny it, and Terry able to turn around and sink that one in at the last second. He's able to actually flick that past Crafty initially, but isn't able to get it on net. But off the crossbar, it's still going to find its way centered straight up, and he turns around and sinks it in. They strike first for the Scrotal Recall side. But the ball off the second kickoff already finding its way deep into the blue. It's Crafty to try to play it. He does get it off the corner, but Captain can't quite get anything on net with that. So it's just going to be a pass back over to the corner where Crafty once again wants to play this off the wall. The blue side player, Terry, already up for it and now just wants to try to push this further. Crafty tries to fall back to get it away, but a little bit of a mistimed jump leaves Terry with a wide open goal, and he will sink in his second to get a 2-0 lead straight off the bat for Scrotal Recall. A strong start here in game one, but still 4.5 minutes to play with. Very much an open game for anybody here in the server, and Crafty finds himself on the wall with it again. Terry already trying to line this up. Crafty wants to see if he can start doing some sort of air dribble to just get it past the defenders. Ends up just passing it back over. It leaves Captain in a 1v1. And it is a 1v1 he's able to force away from the goal. Ends up having to force off a little bit of a defensive line to just force that ball back over towards Crafty, just trusting that he'll be able to get that save. And the save is very much rewarded, but faster is definitely faster because he's already up, denying Captain's advance, but already a play right back. Captain wants to try to get that centered ever so lightly, but ends up just touching it back over towards this wall. It delays the offense, but look at the defense. It's getting forced about a little bit, and just a little bit too fast over the goal. Captain set up in the right spot, but just not ready for a shot, or a pass, sorry, of that speed to come his way. Faster than you, not faster than Crafty right now, but it's going to be stopped as a double commit off defense leaves Captain with the ball. It's a little bit high, but it's bouncing mid. Terry to play this away, and he is going to flick it high. 3 minutes left. Crafty killing it over towards the left wall, wants to play it back up, and Faster gets up, gets a wheel on it, and now it's Captain in front of the net. Oh my goodness, Faster gonna deny that clear as well. Crafty looking to get it away, and he is gonna force it high, force it over to the wall where Captain's waiting for it, but with no boost. He's trying to maneuver his car just to get something out of it, and Terry's just gonna dribble past the both of them. A third on the board here, and a 3-0 lead as a hat trick from the man in blue, the blue dotted Fennec, gonna come through, and a very strong start with a 3-0 lead and a 3-0 time. So going into the second minute now, or the third minute, sorry. About to find ourselves at halftime. No goals scored yet for Cheesiest Kraft, but you can tell that it's just kind of that first game vibe where everybody's trying to figure out how to play, and they're just trying to figure out how to stop Terry, because so far it has just been Terry time for the past 2.5 minutes, as every single time that ball finds itself into the orange half, he is finding some sort of shot to get it closer, while the other member, of course, it's going to be Faster Than You, sitting on the back line, waiting for anybody to try to push past, get a ball into their end, and ultimately Crafty just decides, you know what, let's make it a 2v1, takes out the first defender, and Terry, a little bit of an overzealous jump, it's going to be found past him, over off the corner, and oh, Crafty is able to sneak that one away. You thought for a second Faster was just going to beat him to the ball, but Terry can't get it onto the net. It's over to Captain, getting it back over towards mid. Crafty does manage to get that one on, but it's a little too slow. Faster gets up, over to the right corner, getting some boost, and Captain wants to try to force this one past, but it's just finding its way deep over into the orange, and now Terry trying to take yet another shot. He does, but it's not on target. Captain takes his life for the trouble, and now it's finding its way back over into the blue. Faster retaking the ball. Crafty has to fall back here, has to force out a 50, is able to force that off the wall and get it away from the goal, but Terry trying to replay this immediately. Crafty once again intercepting. But a minute 50 going into the final 100 seconds, still no goals scored here from the Cheesiest Kraft side, and you can already see Captain looking to try to get the first one. It's a little high. He is up for it, but with no boost, he just tries to hope that his car can get it into that net. It does get a touch, but it sends it to the corner, and Crafty looking just to clear this one back over towards that net, and Captain gonna follow through as well. So Crafty trying to go up 80 seconds. They need to get the first one now if they want to try for anything fast off the kickoffs to get some semblance of a chance at keeping themselves in it. But right now, it looks like Scrotal Recall will be taking game one. Just a dominating offense from them, as really nothing from the Cheesiest Kraft side is able to find their way through. It's just been slow, methodical play. Just don't allow this ball to be shot at the net. Make sure you intercept when the passing plays are coming through. And you know what? If Terry's just going to keep hitting shot after shot and he gets the first save of their team as well, then, well, that's a welcome addition to the game plan. Terry just going to kill it over towards this wall again. 40 seconds. So I'm sure even the Cheesiest Kraft boys are looking just to try to mentally reset, see if they can maybe force a goal through. Of course, if you get the goal, try to press for the quick 4-goal equalizer. But right now, they know that this game is basically done and dusted. It's 20 seconds left, a 4-goal deficit. And so far, Cheesiest Kraft shut out of this first game. A very strong start from Scrotal Recall, but will they be able to keep up such an offensive performance? You could tell as this game progressed, maybe because they were, as you can see, shifting back to a more defensive line. I mean, they didn't really need to get any more aggressive from the blue side, but we'll have to see if that offense can keep up. But for now, the blue side takes the first. The first game going the way of Scrotal Recall. Cheesiest Kraft looking to equalize it up here straight into game two. The first kickoff, it's going to be Captain against Faster, and it finds its way over to Crafty. Gets the first touch, gets it high over under the top, and is able to get a touch on it still, Terry. You weren't quite sure if he was going to be able to get that car in front of that ball in time, but it is going to be, once again, this ball found back over into the blue. Crafty, the last man back, looking to try to play this pass. Does not want to allow any sort of offensive boom, and Faster does find something in an unfortunate center there from Captain, but luckily able to get it over the line before anybody gets up to shoot it. Oh, a nice little attempt at a back pass there, but Captain not quite able to get a shot over towards net. It's going to be back in the corner. 40 seconds gone. Still no goals scored, but not too discomforting for the Scrotal Recall side. You can tell they're just trying to make sure there's no openings over towards the middle. Just making sure we keep this ball over towards the wall and away from any of the orange side players. Most likely the game plan, and Faster is going to catch it off the top. He does get a little bit of an offensive play. 0 boost, and that is an unlucky touch. But Faster, with no boost, does pick up a full, but just can't find that ball before it is cleared away. Terry takes a life over in the orange, and Faster, a nicely placed lob, and that's going to get in. Straight under the top crossbar, and what a lob. Let's watch it one more time. What a gentle one. It goes up. Crafty aware of the danger, but it is going to land in, and 80 seconds gone as the first one scored by Scrotal Recall. Back over towards the orange net, and oh my goodness, Terry does it again. Slams it in to that bottom left corner, and a quick capitalization to get a 2-goal lead once again on the Scrotal Recall side. And for Cheesiest Kraft, that's got to sting a little bit. I mean, at least when it's one, we can equalize it with 1 goal, but now they need to get their first goal in the series. And then they need to get another one on top just to equalize it. Captain does find the ball, trying to turn to get back fast to it, but it's going to be a 1v1 against the man who's fast himself. It's back over to Crafty. Nice little touch up, but Captain on the opposite side is not going to be able to get there in time. Oh, almost manages to read that wall play, but right now it's Crafty trying to play this off. It's going to drop down to Captain, and it's an immediate play out. He is going to be able to aggress this, but ends up dropping the ball, and Faster takes advantage of that opportunity, fills that vacuum, and the shot comes through. Barely saved by Crafty, but saved nonetheless. Oh my goodness, a shot off the wall, and Captain is going to get the first. And let's watch that one more time. I thought it was going to be crossbar, but he manages to get up, flips himself off the wall, and just sinks one straight back into the bottom left corner as a very nicely placed shot gets them within one. 2 minutes 51 to go. And for the first time, Scrotal Recall find themselves without a goose egg on the scoreboard. So they will be looking, of course, just to make sure they try to get that lead back, but at absolute bare minimum, they do not want to allow a second goal. Of course, sounds elementary, but every so often, it's good just to assess your baseline necessities. They absolutely cannot allow this to be equalized, because if so, that gives a chance to Cheesiest Kraft, who is, if they drop this one, going to be facing off against Match Point. And both the mental pressure as well as just the mathematical pressure is going to make their jobs significantly harder. Crafty already setting up towards mid. Captain wants to play this away. Does find it over towards the corner, but Faster does get a shot downfield. Crafty already back in time, able to intercept against Terry as well, so it's a nice little play away with 0 boost. Oh my goodness, he still manages to get under the ball. And Captain, a little bit of a missed flip. It's going to go over to the left wall, where now has to be played straight back, and it's going to be a stop by Terry back over to himself. And he plays it past one, finds itself in front of the net, and Captain can't get there in time. And 93 seconds to go as Terry sinks another one over that goal line. His sixth goal so far in the series. Is a very dominant showing out of the man in the blue Fennec. With 93 seconds to go, still plenty of time for Cheesiest Kraft to get back in, but they need to find another first goal very soon. Their first of 2 last time did not end up transitioning into 2 straight, but they still have another shot at it. Faster gets back, but with limited boost, he has to play here against Crafty, but he does manage to get the perfect shot. Rolls just over that hood, and Captain wants to try to dribble this away. Ends up having to invest all his boost in Faster, manages to get a full pad and the ball centered up in front of the orange net for the effort, but Crafty is playing this upfield. Gets it away, Terry, but it's already Captain replaying this, a touchdown. Faster just booming it downfield, and now Crafty having to grab boost. He's so low, it has to be a play away, and Captain's there to do it. Over to the right wall, 47 seconds off the top, and he's going to set up for a ceiling shot, and it's going to be denied immediately. As you can see, Crafty Cola, oh my goodness, he is just trying to touch that one away off his own crossbar. A little bit of a risky one, but it does not go in. Crafty now to boom it back upfield. It's a little bit too light, and that's going to allow Faster to get up in time. 22 seconds. They still need to get 2 goals here. Cheesiest Kraft, and that was an opportunity for a shot. It finds itself a little bit wide of goal, and now Captain, he has to set up something. The demo attempts are coming through, but now you can tell the morale is down, and Cheesiest Kraft are going to drop game number 2 to go down 0-2 and face off against a Match Point as Scrotal Recall dominate themselves into a 2-0 lead. Game number 3 for Scrotal Recall. It's Match Point. For Cheesiest Kraft, it's the first of 3 straight that they need to win if they want to start off their winter 2020 IGL season with a 1-0 scoreline. So far, it's a very good start. Crafty gets an opportunity, but Faster's going to block off the line. It's a shot denied. And now Crafty has to get back fast because there is an offensive play starting. Terry just trying to set this one up for himself, and he's not going to be denied. And Terry folds once again, a 7th goal in the series, but a first in the game. So he's going to sink that one in. Very nicely done. Captain goes up to try to deny, just does not manage to find the timing. And that will be, once again, another lead for Scrotal Recall. Over to Terry. Gets it past Crafty, and Captain very far away from this goal, but Fast does hit it a little bit too wide. And that leaves an opportunity for Crafty and Captain, as Captain taking this over to the wall. He has an opportunity to shoot it at goal. He's going to hit it into the corner, and that actually sets up Crafty, who does manage to hit it along the line, but Terry is there in time, and he carries it away to deny the equalizing goal. What a good attempt there out of Cheesiest. Kraft, a very nice little passing play, but unfortunately just does not manage to find its way in. Faster Than You is going to get up, proving once again that he is quite a bit faster than the opposition, at least in the defense. And he's now going to be passing over to Terry, who wants to play this away, and it's going to end up being Crafty to hit it out of their own end, and ooh, back over to the wall. Terry allowed to just take this ball, so has to be a good defensive showing. Flicks it over Captain, and he's trying to do a little bit of fancy maneuvering to get it over Crafty as well, but ends up opening a shot, and that's going to be Captain trying to follow through. A shot originally denied, and follow-up denied as well, as Terry just carrying this one all the way upfield, wants to take out Captain, isn't going to be able to get the demo, but Faster is allowed to take a 1v1, and he's going to be able to win it, but he can't find the goal. So that is not a 2-goal lead. It is still within 1, and 1 is all that is needed from Cheesiest Kraft, but they keep getting closer and closer, but just no cigar as 2 minutes expire off the clock. Crafty with the ball once again, but not able to get that one out of his own end. It's going to have to be a forced save. Terry, a fast one, but Captain's up in time. A follow-up shot, and nobody able to get back in time for that. Faster Than You, hitting it just a little bit faster than his teammate before, and sinks it straight in to an open net to get a 2-goal lead. Scrotal Recall looking to get off to a potentially perfect season if they could sweep in their first game. Crafty noticing an opportunity for a shot. He's going to end up hitting it a little bit too high, and Captain gets bumped on the offense, and he's going to go a little bit too high off that, and that's going to force him to miss on his offense. And oh my goodness, the aggressive defense coming out of the Scrotal Recall side is just making it so difficult for anybody on the Cheesiest Kraft side to find an opening. And just like that, Faster Than You dribbles it directly past the sole defender. And that's going to do it. That's just a wide open net, and now a hat trick lead yet again. It's going to be over to Terry, up against Crafty. And it's going to find its way onto the wall. Neither player actually grabbing that mid boost. Or maybe I'm just glitched and somebody did. But it will find its way to Captain. An unfortunate backflip leaves it to Faster Than You with the ball in front of the net. And Terry does go up for that pass, but is not able to find it inside the crossbar. It's going to go over to Faster once again, but not able to quite maneuver himself in front of stopping that one. 0 boost. Is trying to play this away, but now it's just Terry trying to fight here against Captain, and he's winning it. Gets it on the wall, dribbles it past 1, but now bouncing high, going straight back down, and Captain needs to try to clear this one past Terry. Cannot allow any sort of aggression, and gets up just in time on the backboard to deny Crafty's boomer as well. Captain tries to sink in a follow-up shot, and just nothing can find the inside of the blue side net here. Crafty does get it mid, but it's going over to the spawn of Faster, and he's able to boom it away in time. Crafty gets up in time for an interception, but at this point, it's a 3-goal deficit, and you still need to find the first one. That ball has to find its way out of the orange, and Terry Folds is just not allowing that. Captain does find a crack, and he is going to actually set up Terry. It's going to be Captain getting yet another goal, but this time in a little bit of a more unorthodox method. Wants to go for a little bit of a fake shot, trying to throw Terry into missing somehow on the clear, and ends up pinching it in. So the first of 3 found. 60 seconds to go. 2 more goals. Terry definitely going to be making sure he doesn't assist on any more. And with 45 seconds, he is definitely going to make good on that insistence. Faster finding Captain. That leaves just Crafty on the defense. The respawn is through. And Crafty finds his way over to the wall, and Faster just going to run in front of Captain, delaying that follow-up. And once again, this ball over into the orange, and with only 25 seconds, unfortunately for Cheesiest Kraft, outside of a miracle, they need to find a goal now. And that is not going to be it. They find a demo, so if Captain can maybe find it past Terry, and that should seal the deal. And unfortunately for Cheesiest Kraft, they are shut out of their first game here in IGL Winter 2021. But we will definitely see whether or not they will be off to the races in their second match. But for this one, it's Scrotal Recall taking a 3-0 lead for their first game of IGL Winter 2020. I believe it's still 2020. I don't think it's 2021. Or maybe it is. I gotta check on that, actually.